Hey, it's Chris, and I'm here to bring you another kind of video on Alchemy stars. And I guess this is kind of probably be a series of videos because there's just so much to say, and it's mainly about obviously in response to the game's kind of going down in terms of sales and money, and the game is slowly dying. And I love this game. I am pretty much like a day one player. I have spent a little on this, but I haven't spent huge amounts. And actually, I could spend more if I wanted to, but the game doesn't really incentivize us much more. And I'll show you. Look, I've played this game for 623 days, um, and so I love this game. You know, I I play it every day, log in every day, but it has kind of gotten stale. And I just kind of want to go through, what the problems are in a kind of a few videos actually, but also what solutions you can do. And the overall kind of theme from this kind of bit of the game, or this game actually, is I know when the game first kind of released, it was kind of sold as a casual game, kind of a casual kind of side game, or it wasn't like a hardcore game like an Epic 7 or something like that. There was no PvP, so it wasn't like, okay, you're gonna have to be grinding or doing this a lot. And obviously, it had this Animal Crossing kind of vibe. But I think over time, what's kind of gone wrong in this game, I think, is they focus on the wrong things. When I think for a lot of people, when they first saw the game, they 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 were intrigued by the game because the characters in the world, but also the gameplay. And then for me, they've kind of focused on the Animal Crossing bits, and that. And another kind of theme that you know kind of goes through the entire kind of game in so many different places is the game kind of feels the same from when it first released to now. The only most significant change to the game, to UI, to anything like that, has been the Cloud Gardens. That's pretty much been it. Everything else just still kind of the same. Um, and then another thing really is rewards in general feel very lackluster, and I will kind of like explain that as I kind of go through the modes that are on show for the game, which there are quite a lot of things to do, but you know. So obviously overall the story's good. What you get from it has been always been good. Obviously they need to add in solution. Next solution really is add in a new chapter, which I think they hope to do soon or some point. I don't know. But anyway, um, now Old Seal when it first came out, you got these four legendary kind of Aurorians, and that was really amazing to do. And I think that is a great mode, and eventually it was done, and you're done with it. And then you released the Elysium, and that's amazing as well. It's been really good, powerful, and again, I think the one problem about it was, now you've done it, it's like a one-time thing, and I think they could just do with updating it with a few more tab bosses, whatever you want to do. It's like you've got like this level 5 effect, but then there's nothing else. So, but this mode I was really happy with. Um, just apart from just needs to kind of update with maybe some new bosses in it, that could be really nice. But actually, I really loved it, the pace of it as well, how it worked, the choice of legendary Aurorians, and the fact that you eventually got them. That's great. That's amazing. Another obviously more recent mode, because that was there from the very very beginning, is the Into the Abyss. And again, because it's one time, you kind of can do it and it's done. And that's probably the negative part about the mode. But the mode itself, the end game part of it, the challenge, the use of all the characters that you need to build, the the fact that I actually think the rewards that you get from this are actually half decent. Like, per battle you get 100 Limamba. And so again, I'm really really happy with this mode. I think it's a very good mode for end game. players who've got lots of characters built. I think it's a very good challenging mode. It's got some really cool kind of flaws. It's got some good bosses, and the fact that you need loads of teams and you might have to use characters that you don't normally use is really, really good. So those are like the good things, you know. And don't get me wrong about this game. Like I said at the beginning, like I really love this game. Like, you know, I love the characters, the world, the character building, the lore about the characters. And I think one of my favorite things about this game, I was saying this to my friend earlier, one of my favorite things about this game is those clutch moments, those moments where you've kind of got the last bit of health. You're fighting this boss, and you're on like turn 1, turn 2 left, and you've just got to make this final chain, and you just kill the boss, and you're on like 5% health, you know, with 1 turn left, and the amount of times that has happened, and you just felt so good that you've beat that boss or whatever it is with that little amount of health left. Those, I've had so many of those moments that I've just been like jumped up with joy for beating the boss with that little health amount, and it happens surprisingly a lot. And so those moments in this game is what I really love, as well as the gameplay. But yeah, so now things to kind of, you know, work on and for work to improve. You know, let's go with Calamity Codex. Good mode. You know, I think it's these things. You know, the bosses each week, they're really good. The team, the 4 teams you've got, again using characters that you might not always use. Great. Big problem is the fact that probably people have always said this. You know, about the fact that Glistening, Diamond, Paragon, and Legendary give you the same rewards. And again, I think it's because, you know, Tall Dog, you've tried to keep it casual, so then, you know, if you're a casual kind of player, you can kind of play the mode and not feel like, oh my gosh, I have to compete with the people who've been playing for ages or whatever it is. Or if you just started out, you can feel like you can get something out there. But it doesn't incentivize anyone who's mid game to late game to play the mode anymore. Or at least, you know, like I'm gonna do the mode to Glistening Diamond, and I think actually from now on, like today, I autoed this team here. I got 1 million, and I autoed that, and I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on. I think I'm gonna be done with even manualing the game, this mode. I'm just gonna make a team and auto it, and make another team and auto it, and it'll get me Glistening Diamond, and that's what I need it to do. And so, very simple solution. You don't even have to give me boxes, but if you give the top 1,000 people either like 20 Jasper free boxes, or better yet, if you gave us any sort of like star gems or astral gems, if you gave us if you gave me some of these bad boys here, like 10 of them each week, I am doing that top 1,000. Like, I'm going to be doing that top 1,000 for sure. Like, there is no doubt that I'm doing that. So that's, you know, that's the very simple solution. Make top 1,000, give them astral store gems, what are they called? Yeah, the astral gems or star store gems or any sort of these gems. You give those to me, I'm probably gonna do that top 1,000. Next is like the simulation, and well, I made a video about this one kind of about almost 6-7 months ago, and obviously the rewards itself are lackluster for the amount of grinding that has happened. But I think, you know, it's actually gotten worse since I last made a video about it. Like, I mainly auto this one as well. But the fact that, you know, it now costs me 3,000 of these gems, whatever, to level up. You know, I've gone through all these levels, but the amount of money you give me for is 50, 2 of these, 28,000 gems, nothing. And yet, I now need to do at least 15 hard battles. You know, at least 15 of these just to get 50 Lumumba. You know, it feels now so improportionately in your terms of effort that it just seems so improportional. It seems so unrealistic. Like, you're gonna make me do at least 15, 20 battles for a sixth of a summon. So for me to get a summon's worth, I would need to do what? At least, what we're talking about, 30 times by 6. What, 180 battles? Well, sorry, no, 15 battles. So what, we're talking 60 battles. Oh, John, my maths is terrible, actually. You know, like about 90 battles. But you know, it's just like I have to do that many battles just to get a summons worth of Lumumba from this mode. Like, it now just feels so improportionate to the amount of effort. And so, simple solution to this, just give you know, the players more rewards about this. I would at least triple this. I would at least be like, right, that's 150. That's 15 Jasper boxes. That's about 15 boxes. That's about 10 gifts. And this is about 50,000, or at least 100,000. Then you're talking, you know, and that's on the 50. If you just double or triple, I think tripling would be good. If you just tripled all the rewards, then you're kind of onto a winner there. And I think more people would end up playing the mode because it would feel much more worth doing. And, you know, it'd feel like, wow, I've done all these battles and I've got a summon from it. So that is a 50 Lumumba from it. Because I've seen people have said, you know, on various time channels and various YouTube things, they've seen that mode, it looked alright, but they saw the amount of rewards and there's nothing. Gone, done. So that's simulation mode there. Next mode is like Adventure Tales. Now, I have really appreciated the memories. That's been quite fun to do, and obviously for people who missed out the first time, this is an excellent kind of mode. This is excellent. You know, it's a chance for people to catch up on events and get characters from those events who missed those modes. So it allows any player who has come in later in it, or has, you know, any time has passed, that, you know, you've got a chance to do, oh, I can get that character again. Great. Don't feel like I've missed out. You know, you don't feel that whole, you know, you're missing out, the fear of that FOMO. You don't fear of missing out because you've got these events lined up again. So that's excellent. But this I found very weird, the extra chapter. I think the first 3 came out when the game came out. I might be wrong, I might be right, but something along those lines. And then you release chapter 4 about, I don't know, a couple months later, maybe 4 or 5 months later after the game came out. And then that's it. And it feels like they've just abandoned the mode. Like, Tildog have just left it. And never to be talked about again. So they just need to add more extra chapters. Nothing difficult, just add more extra chapters. Now, Pandora's mode, I haven't even finished Pandora's mode. That is a very good mode as well. I've really enjoyed doing that one, and I think this is an excellent addition, especially with all the conditions. And you need more. I think more conditions like these kind of condition modes are needed to kind of put an extra challenge or extra things to kind of players have to kind of deal with. But I think this is an excellent mode. So that's, you know, that's all fun. I think at the time, when I've gone out of this, Spire was an excellent, no, so I say excellent. It's a very good mode and a very obvious mode to do. But the worst thing about this mode is I'm on floor 99. I'm about to do floor 100. And for my rewards for doing floor 100 is 1 flare and 11 level 1 Jaspers. I mean, 11 level 1. I mean, I don't even know if I can even level up. I don't even know if I can level up and 7,000 Nitium. Like, can I even level a level 3 ascended character? Like, this is with 11 of those. This is level 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't even level up a single character with that reward of Jasper. So it feels almost insulting. You know, what can I do with that? And the same thing with the rewards, you know, with the Nitium. Like, if I go to this store, I go to Mystery, what can I buy for 7,000 Nitium? Like, one Jasper 11. It feels actually quite insulting. Like, I've just done 100 floors of gameplay, and yes, I get, like, you know, one flare almost every 5 levels, but I'm about to do my 100th floor, and you're gonna give me 2 items that have that are so insignificant that they might as well not be there. You know, they might as well not be there. Even the solar flare, even the star flare might as well not be there, because it's what, one star flare. It's just like, it's nothing. And so that's, you know, that's a problem. And again, I guess the next obvious solution really is to now put in more floors, maybe 20 more, 50 more, to just, with obviously better rewards, like maybe 3 star flares per every 5 floors rather than 1, because yeah, that just needs to be kind of updated there. So yeah. And another thing is, let's see, resources, fine, but give us some sweeps now, please. Like, I'd like these carriers not to do what they do. I'd just rather sweep now. Just me grinding and autoing that is just gone a bit boring. Obviously, Nitium is probably the only thing that you would want to keep doing. But even if you give me sweeps for that game, a set amount, and you'd actually have to play it for the bonus, that's fine with me. But might as well just start giving out some sweet tickets or something for it, just to save players from actually having to do it. Because playing it, you know, that's just the grind, but it's kind of a formality doing it. You just, getting the stamina for it, the prison for it. Oh, I can do it. Let me just do those 3 and done. So you might as well just let us sweep, and that'll just save us. That'll save players even more time. So that'll be that simple there. And, you know, not even last, but Secret Territory. There's a lot of things that could be done with this. And I think, again, I've made another video about Secret Territory. Obviously, quite early on, Tordog introduced sweeping, which was quite welcome actually, because it was quite a grind. But from now on, like, I don't even do the 5. I only do the bosses. But, you know, lots of solutions can be done with this. Either make more levels, so it levels up to level 10, but I can sweep a whole level. And other places and other games which have got a mode like this, actually, well, first of all, the rewards again are not good enough for doing this mode each week. I think, you know, just to make a comparison, I play Langrisser Mobile, and every week they have a mode like this, but you don't even have to do it anymore, because now it's been done. You can just sweep the entire mode until like the last level, the chapter of the boss, or the fight for that one, and you get, every week you get at least almost a temple, like, pretty much, and loads of other items. And I just think from here, like, it takes about 10-15 minutes to sweep and fight the 5 battles, and I'm getting 55 Lumumba, and then eventually, obviously, in the secret store, you're getting 2 star flares and 2 charger packs, and those are the only reasons to do those. That's it. I guess the infinity items are just kind of like, they're good, but you don't have to buy them. and furniture. Obviously, yeah. I mean, when I first started the game, buying the furniture was necessary for to fill in the Colossus. But apart from that, now just like yeah. And so, like I said, quick solution for this: put in a few more levels. But what was funny is that Tordog did update this mode by putting in a few more relics, which was just like unnecessary, which I just thought was actually laughable. I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but about a couple of months ago, they put in some new relics like the War Goddess statue, the Berserker armor, the a few other ones as well. They just put them in randomly. I was like, you've decided to update, like, decided to update this mode by adding in some more relics, as if it was needed, as if people were finding this very difficult to do, and then next you know that's all it did, and you're just like, what? That makes no sense. So you've updated this mode, but not done anything big difference. You've just put in some more relics. So I thought that was quite funny. But yeah, that's kind of like my part one rant over. But like I said, I love this game. I think it's an amazing game. I've tried to get people to recommend to play it, and some people have, some people haven't. But I do have this sense that the game is declining and kind of has stalled in its way, and kind of almost losing its way, if not really lost its way. And I just think there does need to be some sort of addressing of it, because otherwise the game's just gonna have to shut down soon. You know, it's just that's the inevitability about it. But yeah, and I guess that's the part one of my video. I think the next kind of one I will make was just gonna be talking about the Colossus and Cloud Gardens, because that just needed a whole separate kind of thing. And I might make a part three about building characters, grinding and farming, and that issue about how we save that. But yeah, I guess I will see you later and have a good day. Bye.